going to make her go out with the kids?
I was like, I should have got it on the way here.
Oh. The brown one or the white one?
No, the white.
Who are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I just
You
heard
said
the brown one
and
or white.
white. You jumped straight to a person. Who are you talking about?
Twisting it.
I don't think that's
said
twisted
it.
very
No,
much
you
at all.
said it.
Reaching.
Didn't have to reach very far.
Those were your exact words.
Yeah. But who was it?
What do you mean? Who
Was
was
that-
it?
That shit will drink.
Oh, you're talking about alcohol.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Uber driver.
Straight onto it.
All right.
When you start,
Welcome back.
when you're drinking again,
Yeah. You need to get off the coffee.
I think you got more of a filter when you're drinking.
No.
I think too much when I drink. Nah. It's like,
It's usually the opposite.
if I start drinking again, I don't know.
What?
I couldn't finish that sentence.
You need. So
Well,
you do think when
so
you're an
yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You need it. Oh, no.
Soon, my friends, soon. Maybe.
It's almost
Anticipation.
October.
Yeah, we'll get to do an Oktoberfest special.
We do. It's not going to be too much fun if you're not drinking.
But yeah. I'll just snort tobacco. That's what they do at actual Oktoberfest. Because you're not allowed to smoke in the tents, so they give you tobacco powder.
Right.
And everyone's like,
Why
you're meant to
don't-
put it on your tongue
Why
or
don't they
whatever.
just chew it? Why don't they get
Well, it's
chewing
just
tobacco?
powder. I think you're meant to like put it in your mouth, but cunts just snort it.
Let's get this foreigner.
Excuse my
They also
shitty
do
cough.
butt shots.
Hmm?
They also do butt shots.
Yeah.
It's traditional for the newbie to take a dildo.
I don't know what one you went to, but it wasn't the one I went to.
So Nikita and I randomly, I don't know how it's happened, but we've synced up like a 3-day migraine together.
Nice.
Cute.
Yeah. And I was sweet until I did my shoulder this afternoon. And then I don't know if like that's just like gone straight up to my head. Now it's like coming back again. So
That's probably what it is.
if I start to like come down at the end of this podcast, just
I
rub
got-
the back of my head.
Oh, yeah?
I got a real bad neck, and I get like major headaches from neck pain.
Yeah,
Like
right.
a sort of shoulder neck pain, and just shoot straight to your fucking skull.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to my shoulder, mate. Westie's having a sleepover at mum and dad's, and if they know I'm coming, they just start a fucked up project. Like the amount of times I've had to like carry a couch up or down the stairs or something, and like they'll set the scenario that when I pull into the driveway, dad's like struggling on the balcony or something, so I have to be like. And I get around there, pull in the driveway, and they're trying to set up this old like gazebo thing in the fucking next to the house to park my granddad's old car in. And they're fucking bickering because it's all they do. And they're like, "Do you remember how this goes up?" And I'm like, "Not really. You got to push somewhere here." And I'm trying to push, but they're pushing like in opposite directions. So I just give it like one big push, and then like my shoulder just pops and then pops again, and my arm just dropped, and I was in fucking agony. My mum's just like, "We'll worry about it tomorrow, eh?"
I'll go to the medicine cabinet.
Nice.
But what I was going to say, we were just like, we had a movie day yesterday, and we finally watched Stickman.
Oh, it's good, eh?
It's pretty fucking good.
Pretty good. It's sad, eh?
Yeah.
You get
I
like
said,
goosebumps.
I don't know. I could see why it was sad, but at the start of the movie, I was like, oh, Ash cried in this. So.
I didn't cry. I had a vicious wank after.
What is Stickman? So,
Nah, it's good.
It's good. The kids
It's a
were like
movie.
obsessed with it. Normally, neither of them sit there and like watch a movie, but both of them were just like eyes straight on the TV the whole time. And it's good because it's only like 25 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
is it this?
yeah,
Stickman.
Stickman. I'm
am
Stickman.
Stickman.
That's me. Yeah, that's good. It's the same creator as like Gruffalo's Child.
Yeah, I tried to make them watch that after, and they're like, nah.
That one's good.
Yeah.
There's two of them. So there's like the Gruffalo, and it's where he meets the mouse. And the second one is like Gruffalo's child goes searching for the mouse.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, it's pretty good.
Fucking hell.
It's a smart mouse.
Yeah, that ending. I was just like,
Stickman ending.
nobody look at me.
Really?
Oh, like, yeah.
Can't ruin it. You gotta watch it.
You're gonna
Your kids
My
might
kid-
like it.
No, they wouldn't like it then. They don't
Too
like
old.
sad shit.
He hate
Well, it's not
emotion.
sad. It's like the whole time you're like hoping the best for
Yeah.
Stickman. Because he's so unfortunate. He's so clumsy.
Oh my god.
Unless you've seen it, it's so uninteresting.
That's why I've waited. Like I've never gone out of my way to watch it.
Yeah.
And we're just flipping through, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, Ash's kid's like this," and Wesley was like, "Okay, let's watch it." Then I put it on, and I was like at the start, I was like, and then he starts his adventure, and I'm like, "Come on, Stickman!"
Do it. Josh can't walk out the back without running to the tree, snapping a branch off, and Stickman, and he just runs around the yard with it.
That's sick.
Well, maybe tomorrow.
You're not going to do it.
Maybe.
Do it. Just watch it for you.
No.
On a completely opposite end of the Richter, have either of you started that Jeffrey Dahmer thing on on Netflix?
What is it?
Nah,
Is he the stand-up?
No.
Well, I think
in a way,
he can stand.
he was like a serial killer.
Gay dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that rings a
They've
bell.
just- they've
I've
just
seen the
ro-
old. Like, did you ever watch the old movie?
Nah, I don't think so. Was it called something like that, or was it a weird
Trying to find
name
what it was
with like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in it or something?
It was called Dharma.
That's what this is called as well.
It was in 2000.
Is it a series or a movie?
Series, 10 episodes. So we're 4 episodes in.
Pretty good.
It's so
Did you know his story though before you watched the show?
I didn't know.
I don't know any of the story. I don't even know the guy's name, obviously.
Yeah. So do you want to know any of it, or you're gonna watch it?
I suppose for the sake of the podcast.
Well,
I can't
basically, yeah, I guess basically
La 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 la.
the gist of the story is he killed, I think it was 17 people all up,
Yeah.
and he was a gay dude.
Yeah.
And he
What's
was
that got to do with it?
well, he just focused on like gay men,
Oh, okay.
And
but it was like
drugging him and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty like I like the way it's filmed, but Nikita thinks it's slow, but I think it has to be slow to tell the story.
Wait, is
sort
it
of thing.
a drama doco?
Yeah, so
Like actors?
yeah,
okay,
yeah. So Nikita thought we're going into like a documentary, but it's like a drama, like
Yeah.
acted out.
You should watch the movie. It's pretty good.
What? And it's called Dark.
It's just called Dharma.
Yeah, okay. When was that released? 2002.
Are you
Yeah,
allowed,
okay.
like, you know, obviously a movie can't be named the same thing as another movie, I guess, for copyright.
I think it
Well,
can.
I suppose they can, can't they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking maybe can you name series the same thing as a movie?
I think the series is like Dharma, fucking The Untold Stories or something like that.
Yeah, you just
It's
add
called
another.
Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
The movie or the series?
Series.
Okay.
There was one I wanted to watch, was like Girl in a Box or something. And it was, I think I'm not sure if it's a movie or a doco, but it's
Girl
This-
in a box.
this couple that kidnapped this lady and they kept her in a coffin-sized box for like a decade
Oh, yeah.
and like basically just raped her and like convinced her to, is it Stockholm Syndrome?
Yeah.
Where you're like convinced that you're in a happy relationship with them
Yeah.
and like even let her out to see her family and shit.
Yeah.
And she come back and they keep her in a box under the bed where she like she had to like be under the bed while old love was giving birth to a child and shit. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
fucked up.
There's another movie like that, and it fucking. That's probably one of the first movies that like wrecked me about kids before I had kids. What was it called? I think it was just called like House. Did either of you guys see that?
Oh, Last House on the Left? No.
No.
Oh, yeah. That's nothing to do with.
Let me have a look.
What's it about?
Anyway, it's basically so this lady gets like abducted or something, and it follows her life for ages, and then the guy like rapes her obviously, and they end up having a kid together, and the kid just gets brought up thinking like that's another life sort of thing. So he's a little bit messed up, and then finally, like after years and years, she gets her chance to escape, and the whole time you're like, nah. Like it's something stupid, like he just accidentally leaves the door unlocked, and she's like, no fucking way. Like she thought it was a trap and everything. So she's like, oh, I got no other chance to like get me and my kid out, so let's do it. And she like gets out onto the street and shit. But like as they're escaping, because the kid's got no idea, it's pretty fucked. Like as I was watching this part, I was just like tears were actually falling, and he's just like, because it's all he's known. He's like, goodbye bed, goodbye window. Goodbye. Like, and I was like, oh my God. a whole nother world. And then they finally escape, and on the road, like this ute picks them up, but he like puts them in the tray. So they're just like looking up at like the blue sky with clouds and shit, and like his mind is like blown. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember what it,
I think it's a true story, isn't it?
yeah.
I mean, that's happened 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Cunts keeping people in the basement.
Yeah, I don't fucking.
I was watching. Oh yeah, so I started a series on Prime called Utopia.
That rings a bell.
And it's pretty fucking good.
Utopia.
How far are you into it?
Like 4 episodes, I think.
Okay.
But the creepy thing is like it was released in 2020, so it was obviously made before then, like before Corona. But like everything that's happening in it is basically what's happening with the corona. Like it's the conspiracy side of the coronavirus.
Yeah, right.
And it's fucking even like the Bill Gates character is based on Bill Gates. It's like John Cusack.
Yeah.
And he's got the sweater and the glasses, and he owns like the artificial meat companies and the viruses, and he owns the vaccine, and it's just it's full unreal. And it got cancelled after 1 season.
Yeah.
Low viewership, I thought.
And then Adrian said he won't watch it because it got cancelled.
No, so if it's only got 1 season, I won't watch it. If it's got 2, I'll watch it.
No, watch it.
If it's got 2 seasons, I'll watch it.
Why though?
Because I can't.
It's good though. Like you're
Yeah,
like,
because I'll like it and I know what will happen. They'll get to the end and they'll like cliffhanger it because they want people to watch the second season and there won't be one.
yeah, but like they'll probably but that's like being in the 70s and going, I'm not watching this thing called Star Wars just in case there's another second one.
What? No, that's a movie. That's a bad analogy.
It is like that.
Exactly like that. But you know how many times things get cancelled and then rebooted?
Not often.
Prison Break.
Didn't
There's
get
others.
rebooted.
There's heaps others, but we're running out of time.
It's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. But yeah,
I think I saw it. I think it does have 2 seasons, which means I will maybe watch it.
maybe it is 2 seasons. Oh, actually, I think it's been made like a few times before. This is like the recent version of it, like the second time it's been made or something.
There's 2 seasons on.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's that Utopia, and then there's a different one as well. I don't know what.
That's the one you sent.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm watching. Yeah, that's it. That's the one I'm watching. Now I think there's like another older one, but yeah, that's definitely worth a watch. I won't go into it yet, but just watch the first 3 episodes, and then the rest.
Are you going to commit, Adrian?
Maybe. We'll see. I've got so much other stuff I want to watch.
Yeah, there's heaps, eh? Did you start any of that old? Nah.
Which one?
Any of the stuff we spoke about last time,
Oh, yeah.
like Get Out or True Story or
Oh yeah.
It's on my list now, though, because I
Yeah.
couldn't remember what it was until you guys sent me.
yeah, right.
Yeah, Get Out was trippy.
Have you watched any of those other ones?
What were the other ones we were talking about? I can never remember.
So Nope's the new one. I haven't seen
Oh, I googled it, and I was like,
Nope.
that. No.
no, I looked it up. I wasn't sure where it was streaming.
Yeah.
I was looking it up in the streams and I couldn't find it anywhere. Oh, that's the Alien one, isn't it? Or something. It's like,
Us. That was the other one. So that one's pretty fucked as well.
that looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah, that one's probably a bit more creepy than Get Out.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I want to watch Split. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, haven't you?
That keeps popping up in my feed,
cool.
so I've
Have you
saved
seen
it to
that?
my watch.
Yeah.
That's that psycho dude that has the hostages, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Split personality.
Did you guys watch that? It's like the beach where people get old really quick.
No, I haven't seen that. I heard about
What's
it.
that? Leonardo DiCaprio Beach.
No, not no.
What was that even about?
I don't think I ever saw
What's
that.
it called? Is that a Shyamalan movie? Isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you spell that dude's name?
I like trippy, weird movies like that. I can't just do your normal movies anymore.
Yeah,
like
right.
they have to have a weird
would like
twist
this
or
one, I
something
think.
original.
Yeah, I want to see that one. That came out at like start of the pandemic, eh? Somewhere.
I don't
in-
know what it's called. What is that called?
Beach.
Beach people get old. It's called Old.
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 It's one of them.
Of course.
Old. Okay. I want to write this shit down. I've got a list on my phone of movies to watch.
Yeah.
But I
If you like, I don't know. Some people don't like
what's it on?
M. Night Shyamalan movies, but I thought it was good.
What's it on?
It's a good question. I don't know where I watched it. Maybe Prime? Oh, I think this is where when we got Paramount Plus, I wanted to watch it. So we took that for a month.
I'm not signing up to that
Sign up
shit.
to more shit.
Oh, you just stop one and then start one and then.
Oh, you know what you should catch up on? South Park.
Should. What's that on again?
Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Fucker.
We just build his list of Paramount Plus movies he needs to watch.
So I need to watch Old. And what was the one you used? Us.
Don't come back until you've done it.
That's good.
I'll go now.
And you said Split.
Split minus. That's in my. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. I'm settled.
Nice.
I bet this time. I bet by this time next week you've watched 0 of those.
I've watched the rest of
Maybe.
Utopia.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to finish Utopia first.
Yeah. Watch first 2 episodes and then decide whether you want to continue.
Okay.
Because it gets pretty good after that.
After that, so I'll only watch 2.
Have either of you started the new Game of Thrones one? Nah,
I haven't even seen Game of Thrones yet.
Haven't you seen it?
I think I got 3 episodes in. I was one of those guys.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying that.
Someone was fucking someone's sister, and then
I think you should watch
some
it
kid
again.
fell out
though
the
now.
window or something.
Now, like,
We
I
just
don't know
can't
when it
commit
was.
now with kids.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like,
It's a big commitment now that there's like what 6 seasons or whatever, 7.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to watch. But
yeah.
I was thinking about rewatching it before I watched the new stuff. But then I was like, it's going to take me a while.
Yeah.
So.
What's the new one? King of Chairs or
House
something?
of Dragons.
House of That's it.
King of Chairs. Let's play musical chairs.
I am the king of the chair.
King of. Now I'm the king of the chair.
House of the Dragon.
Oh, I had a fucking awkward moment today. So I was going down the escalator at the Hyperdome with the pram,
And I dropped my chips.
kind of,
I ran over them.
and I put the handbrake on the pram. And as I got to the bottom, I flicked the
Is there
handbrake
a
off.
foot brake as well?
Nah, it's just like a handbrake flick thing. And so I flicked it off, but the wire just got jammed and it wasn't disengaging. So I got to the bottom and I'm trying to push the pram off as the escalator's like moving under me. And there's an old lady behind me who panicked and she dropped a whole fucking container of coins on the escalator and went all across the thing.
Oh my God.
And she's like, oh no. And I got off and she got down, started picking her coins up and I was like, I'm out of here.
You didn't help
Why
her.
did you help her?
Are you serious?
If it was anything but coins, I would have helped her. I'm not going to say like,
Why?
hi, vulnerable old lady, I'll help you with your cash.
Yeah, seeing as I made you drop all your coins.
Yes. I'm like, it wasn't my fault. She panicked and it was her clumsiness. Like, I wouldn't have dropped my coins if that was someone else.
Even if I saw that happen, I feel like I'd walk over to an old lady and be like, do you want
probably-
help?
When I say old lady, I'm talking like 50s. Like your mum's age old lady. Not like grandma with
Well,
fucking-
you were just like, oh no,
I'm taking my purse to the bank.
my coins.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Why did you have a jar of coins?
I had a kid. I wasn't going
Did
to
they
desert my
smash?
kid.
Did the jar break?
No, it was like a container. It probably had like 2 handfuls of coins. I exaggerated that story, but it was like in a container, and she just like dropped them for some reason. I don't know if she was startled by the fact that I was still on the escalator when I shouldn't have been, and she was like a good meter behind me, and then she must have just. I don't know if it was my fault, but she fucking dropped them.
Sounds like your fault.
I don't know. Maybe I connected 2
Did
stories
you
where I
look
shouldn't
behind
have.
you before you walked away?
I heard it.
Just a no look.
I heard it, and then I looked behind and I started kicking the pram to get the brake off.
He heard it and he started seeing coins roll under his feet and he started kicking them away.
And then I was sort of in the corner of my eye. I was like, nah, you're on your own, grandma.
Have you guys seen this?
What is this?
At the Melbourne Casino, there's $1 million worth of $1 coins, like just in a big tube.
Ever wanted to see what $1 million in coins looks
How many
like?
coins would that be?
Well, if you head to the casino
That
floor
many.
at Crown
That
Melbourne,
many.
$1 million?
you can. There are 4 pillars of $1 coins which span from floor to ceiling. All the coins in there are uncirculated 2015 and 2016 $1 coins. It's so hard to imagine that amount of money unless you see it in real life.
The way it would
Happy
be so
hunting.
Yeah, 100%.
Ever wanted to see what $1 million in coins
Anyway,
looks like?
Calculate that. What's
Well,
a
if you
coin
head to the
in
casino
weight? A $1 coin weigh?
You on that?
I'm going to say 100 grams.
100 grams, you reckon?
It is 9 grams.
Close. Oh, I thought you meant 10 coins. So 9 times a million.
9 million.
Fuck, grams. Now divided by kilos.
1,000.
1,000.
Too late.
I give
Too
up.
many drinks.
It would be heavy as fuck though.
Calculator. I was at my parents' yesterday, day before yesterday.
9 tons.
9 tons.
Jeez.
It's cray ray. I was at my parents and they busted out their old biscuit tin of like coins and currencies they've collected and stuff. And I was going through it all. Where else would you put it? Arnott's biscuit tin. Anyway, we're like going through them all. I think she's got like a heap of round 50-cent pieces when they first came out.
Yeah.
And they're only out for like, I think 3 years or 2 years or something until people like they're way too close to 20-cent pieces. And apparently the silver in them was worth more than the coin.
Okay.
And so people were just like melting the coins down and shit. Anyway, they're worth $15 each. Because I was like Googling, I'm like, surely there's fucking some gold in here.
Yeah.
And I found a heap of pennies, and she's got like 3 from like the mid 1800s,
Right.
like actual pennies. I was like, fuck. So I Googled them. They're like $8.
This one's worth
Like,
$30.
serious? Yeah, that's, I think uncirculated, they're worth way more.
$20.
But these are all old ones that we had. But yeah, penny from the 1800s, mid 1861. I think it was called. It's obviously not Australian. It was like British one.
Yeah.
We should all bring our rarest coin in next week.
I have some coins.
Yours is
Yeah,
probably
actually,
like.
I reckon you would have like full folders and shit.
Nah, no
Adrian
folders.
brings
I
his
got
white
stamps.
gloves out.
When I was,
Do you actually have stamp collection?
I collected stamps.
did you like steam them over a like?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
we
shit.
put them. I'd cut the envelope and I'd put it in water and it'd separate and then you dry them out.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
How many did you collect?
Bring them in.
Did you just
I
collect
got
like
2
random
folders of it.
stamps?
Just, yeah, any stamps.
Okay.
I got
Did
like,
you, like, get-
pages of the Christmas stamp. Every year there'd be different Christmas stamps. So I'd like collect all of. I got
Wait,
like 50
after you
of the same
separated
one.
them, did you re-stick them onto something else, or you just keep the stamp?
I have like it's a folder with like clear strips in it, and you just slide it into the strips.
Okay, yeah, so just
Yeah.
keep the stamps.
I got to dig them out. I got basketball cards I used to collect. I got like
That's a bit cool.
from the 90s, man. I got 1,000 of them because I've counted them.
One.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't have any more.
Yeah, the folder
I
got
want
full.
an even number.
I hit puberty, so I had to stop collecting them. But yeah, like every player would be retired. So, and then I was like, to this day, I'm like, fuck yeah, these are going to be worth something. And then we went to the markets, and someone was selling like they had piles of basketball cards.
Yeah.
And I was looking through them, like, fuck, there's so many, like, of the ones that I have that I thought would be worth money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, because they're so generic and there's so many of them.
Just gotta hold on.
Yeah.
Just keep holding
Yeah.
on.
And are
I'll
they,
never get rid of them.
Are they are they a card that people want though? Like, are they the official NBA fucking?
Yeah, because they all
They're
have
not deck techs.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Because
Yeah.
Westy was
Yeah.
collecting those footy cards, which they're never going to be worth anything, but they're like the official NRL ones. And then Mum went and got him like 10 packs, and they were like not the official ones, so they were like close,
Yeah.
but like no one gives a fuck about them, sort of thing.
Yeah, because I forgot the brand, like the basketball card brands, but there was like Top Deck, Flair,
Yeah.
shit like that. They were just your generic ones because I was only a kid, so there was a vending machine up at the shops. Whenever I got like $10, I'd go up there and buy a pack of cards.
Yeah, right.
But I could never afford the expensive packs because they would have like your good players and shit.
Yeah, because even Pokemon cards and stuff, I looked into that a few years ago, and you've got to have like a certain like batch number and shit down the bottom for them to be like worth anything.
Yeah. Remember like Pogs and stuff
Yeah,
from like the Lay's chips? You
Yeah.
get like the Slammer and a couple Pogs or whatever.
they were
They'd be
the
worth
one, they were
money,
like
yeah.
the hexagon or whatever with the grooves in it, eh? Or a Pogs the round
Nah,
disc.
Pogs with a round disc.
What were the other ones?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
what were they?
Did those ones connect together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're I don't know.
Pogs were, so you'd have a pile and you'd smash
Yeah,
your
it's-
slammer on
yeah.
it, and whatever one's flipped over, you got to keep.
Yeah, Tarzos.
Tarzos,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, they'd be worth money now, eh?
No.
You reckon? Anything's worth
And
money.
so
Yeah.
I feel like for nostalgia, because even I looked up years ago,
There's no way you would pay $10 for a thing of Tarzos.
$465 for the
Bullshit.
Dragon Ball Z set.
Bullshit.
Jesus.
But
Fucking
no,
love
but that
Dragon
doesn't
Ball Z,
count.
man.
That's like what's actually sold. You got to look at
Yeah.
what's sold.
Tarzos were Warner Brothers characters, weren't they?
I
so.
remember
Yeah,
I was obsessed with all these.
What are they?
Huh?
Tarzos.
I don't know what the
You
fuck
You get
that
them
is.
in your fucking chip
Yeah, no.
packets.
The ones we had, I think the original ones were the Warner Brothers characters. Like Daffy
Yeah, I
Duck and
remember
shit.
that too.
Tasmanian Tiger. What's it called?
Yeah,
Tasmanian
Space
Devil.
Jam. See, I remember. I thought Tarzos were like hexagon shaped.
Oh, wasn't it Pog?
Let's Google.
What was Pog?
Whoa.
Pogs.
This dude, so this, I can't show it up there, but it's a Batman the movie folder and cards. This one's sealed. The one I have is not sealed, but I've got a full collection of these.
What are they worth?
This says $1,400.
Jesus. Why are you here? You should be on an island.
Yeah, I looked up like all the old '90s toys and shit ages ago, and I was
you're
like,
all fucking with them and breaking them and shit.
yeah, but like,
Like Digimons and stuff.
yeah, but I was
Wait.
looking at so my favorite shows growing up were Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh,
Just remember that? That was so
I haven't
good.
thought of that since I was a kid.
And
I used to have the Biker Mice teddies and
yeah.
shit.
yeah, they were sick.
not
Hey,
teddies,
I had like
figurines.
the
I only had
figurines.
Yeah.
One figurine.
I had
Which
one. It was the one, the
I don't know.
eye patch.
Yeah,
The
I had
white
that
one?
one.
Yeah.
And they had,
Let's
they
get
had
on Pogs.
antennas, right? Like,
Yeah.
So they had,
And the other one I was looking at Street Sharks. Do you remember that?
I know
Yeah,
the name.
Street Sharks.
I don't remember. The name is so familiar to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I had the purple guy.
Oh, that one there.
Yeah. Fuck
How
yeah.
sick were these
It was
guys?
just ripped cunts with mouse
It's
heads.
so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah, and then
What is the premise of this show?
I don't know. I think it was just every '90s show. They just go around beating up.
Oh, I do remember.
You remember these guys?
They weren't allowed into any pubs or clubs.
Yeah, I do.
I loved this show. And then there was another one that was similar, like Dino Squad or something.
I remember Ninja Turtles, man. Nothing beat Ninja
That was
Turtles.
too mainstream for me. I always
Really?
liked
It was good.
like I liked it. Nah,
Splinter.
this isn't it.
I watched. Oh yeah, we talked about this, but not here. Huh? Captain Planet with the Indian.
Oh,
boy?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Can you put it on? Oh, is it? No, wait. Was it a book you showed us or?
No.
No.
I was trying to. I can't remember what we were talking
Yeah.
about. We were at work,
We're at work.
and I was like, "Do you remember Captain Planet?" And there was like that Indian.
And I'm like, there's no Indian guy. He's like, yes, there fucking was. And he was like, just so sure of it. So I got this up. And I'm like, which one's the Indian?
And you asked me, and I was like, "It's the Indian
Oh.
guy." He's like, "What Indian guy?" I was like, "It's the one with the like shit power that was a heart." And he was like, "That was a girl, wasn't it?"
Yeah, I thought it was a girl.
There's an Indian guy there.
That's what I was.
No,
With
so
the buzz
he's
cut.
Huh?
No,
Oh,
He's
he's African. So we looked it up. So I didn't realize this growing up either, but each one's a different nationality. So I was like,
You got to represent the world, man.
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it was Chinese, African,
American.
American. Where was Brazil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
South
So the
America.
Indian ended up coming from Brazil, South
America.
America, and then like Switzerland or Sweden or something.
Russia, I think.
Russia, that's right.
He's the guy above. He's from Mars.
No, it's Captain Planet, bro.
That's fucking.
Did you ever watch this show?
That's Elon. Nah, I didn't watch any of it.
Bull, you never watched Captain Planet.
I watched He-Man.
Oh yeah, I watched He-Man too. Did you watch?
Do you remember
Is it Gizmo the World Watcher?
Is he purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Gizmo? Are they the little plastic?
Nah, this is yeah.
This is another dude.
And he
It's
can
another
like
like.
shapeshift.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I'm thinking of Plasmo. Remember Plasmo?
No. Maybe I do. But
It's
I
an
can't think of it.
I
ABC
was-
cartoon.
The same time.
All
I
of
was-
these are ABC cartoons. Because that's all I used to watch when I was little.
Was that his name? Because I was trying to find this
Widget
guy.
the World Watcher.
Widget, that was him. And I couldn't
Widget.
fucking think of his name years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, that's him. Did you just watch that?
I did.
I've never heard of it.
Fuck, man. Did you guys have a TV?
He's just got those fancy curtain showers now.
Oh, yeah, that was a sick show as well. Fuck.
You should put that on for your kids. I bet you it's like shit now.
Now we're growing up with dumb shit like Stickman.
Stickman. Now we cry
Wait,
as
no,
adults.
we had this and Captain Planet and Biker Mice and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I think kids have Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Fucking telly. Oh, we did a job. Oh, you probably know. There's a dance studio. We were doing some shit there, and one of the girls won the part for the new Teletubby.
There's
Oh,
a new
yeah, I did
Teletubby.
overhear
I didn't even know Teletubby was still a thing.
Apparently,
It's so like pedophile-ish.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
yeah, it's definitely subliminal.
Subliminal.
Do you remember Crash Test Dummies?
Yep.
Not the band, the actual. I just have
I
the
didn't
movie.
even know it was a band, but I knew there was like a show.
Yeah, the band.
No.
You know the song? It's on Dumb and Dumber. That's Crash Test Dummies.
Yeah.
Anyway, the cartoon, man, so good.
We started getting the kids to watch Mythbusters the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Fuck.
Mythbusters are sick. They're all dead now, aren't they?
Just one.
No, two of them.
Who? I know Grant, the
Grant
Asian
died.
guy, but I don't know which other one.
One of the chicks died. The one who held the land speed record.
What?
She died in trying to attempt to break it again. I think she died.
I didn't know any of them were dead.
Not the main chick. She was like one of the second tier chicks.
I never got 100% into it, but I like watched it if it was on.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to watch it heaps when it was on Fox.
Did either of you get into Top Gear?
No.
No?
I'm not a car guy.
I did when like Dad was watching it, because it was on.
I wasn't a car guy either, and I
Jesse Combs. There you go.
Yeah.
I just got into it because of the way they like fucked around.
Oh, I do. You're right. She was the
I think she held
not memorable
fastest
one.
lands. I think she came in later because they had like a third team. So there was the two main dudes. Then there was Grant, the chick, and the dude.
How did he die?
Aneurysm.
Yeah, just like random. Crazy.
Yeah. Not even cool. Like all the shit he's done, it's like
It's a really light
fuck.
note.
Back on, so when we were talking about the movies, I had two thoughts running through my head, and I decided to go on the house path that I couldn't remember the name of the movie about or anything.
Yeah.
And the other one, you said something about
Mary.
someone having a disorder or something. What was that?
oh split.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Anyway, another movie I was thinking of. Have you seen the movie of the girl that's paralyzed and her mum like convinces her she's paralyzed and shit for her whole life?
No.
How do you convince someone? But Mum, I'm doing backflips.
So
No,
the
you're
whole time, so her mum's this crazy lady, and so the movie goes back into her past and things like that. And again, I don't know the name.
not. So prepared, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is it called Run?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, it's called The Act, is it?
She's familiar.
Yeah, she's in a fair bit. No, that was the TV series on it.
Oh, okay.
Great. It's on Hulu. Another thing I don't have.
Yeah, Run. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you guys should watch that.
Good, is it? Movie?
It's pretty. Yeah, it's a movie.
What's that on?
Oh,
Add it to my fucking list. So many.
But
Okay,
yeah,
every
it's-
movie we've talked about and I've added to my list is single words. I've got Old, Us, Run, Split.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a fucking pretty sick one. I think that's a true story as well.
Netflix. Who was the serial killer guy? George Foreman?
Dharma. George Foreman.
Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer.
You should also watch Gacy as a movie too.
Watch all the serial killer shit.
Do you watch Mindhunters? It's really cool. It's a bit slow,
I
but it's
started it, but I couldn't stand the main dude. Like, he seemed like a shit actor.
It's a bit slow, but it's cool. It's like about all these serial killers and how they came up with the term serial killer.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah.
Unabomber was pretty cool.
Yeah, you told me to watch that too.
That was sick. He's the guy that fucking Rogan keeps banging on about. He was part of the LSD experiments in Harvard. And yeah, fucked him up.
Fuck yeah.
He did some fucked up shit.
Did you, while we're on serial killers and fucking death, fuck, what would I type to search this? So there's someone in the States there's been an experimental way of execution that's been floating around, and then this guy in the States is finally nominated for him to have it as his death penalty.
Really? Just real life?
Yeah. So instead of the injection, it's like a suffocation, which fucking sounds terrible to me, but this guy's like, yeah, I'll give it a crack.
How hard is it to kill cunts, eh? It's fucking firing squad. Whatever happened to that?
Too expensive.
Bullets. It seemed...
Yeah, this is it. Alabama.
It It seemed more expensive to make a concoction of drugs.
Holy Jesus, we're going to need some air.
Mate.
You're gonna need a big mask.
How? What's
Maybe he's the guy that sits on your face.
Which is
Oxygen
supposed
box,
to
yeah.
cause
Oh,
death by replacing oxygen with nitrogen.
That's interesting.
Nitrogen. So what does that do? Does it
Just like you can't breathe.
just pass out?
Do you reckon that'd be a good way to go? Wouldn't so? What does an injection do? Does that?
Well, one of them. Remember, did we talk
There's-
about this? There's 3 parts.
there's
Like one
3, yeah.
That's
paralyzes
right,
you,
yeah.
one-
Why don't you just give him here, eat these sleeping pills.
What?
Give him a handful of sleeping pills and I can kill him.
Or just let the inmates in
Yeah.
to do their thing?
Forever spin us another freaking spinning top.
Is this your Google ads?
Yeah. Adrian sent me a photo the day after we spoke about him.
No, he wasn't there. I don't think we talked about this in the office
Oh yeah, that's right.
at work, and that was the first time I'd ever talked about spinning tops or anything. Heard it mentioned,
Yeah.
and then it was served to me in an ad, and I sent it to him, and now it's come off in his ads.
Fucking LA.
Forever spin.
Anyway,
That's cool.
well, that was pretty.
I want one. Every time I see it now, I'm like, I want a spinning top,
Why do you want a spinning top so bad?
just because I've seen it and advertising works.
Why is this so sticky tonight? How often do you reckon you'd use it?
A spinning top.
Depends. If it's on my desk, then every day because it'll just sit there and I'd spin it. And
So you have cards in one hand, spinning top in the other.
I do. Well, I have cards at my desk, and I've
You're like, how do I work?
Fuck. Westie's, I forget what she's called, helps him deal with his emotions and shit. Yeah. But they've got some special name for her. Anyway, she gave him
Therapist.
these
friend.
Yeah, something like that.
Mum.
She gave him these rocks. So basically, they're all different coloured wooden rocks in different.
Wooden rocks.
They're-
Petrified wood.
So they're made out of wood, but they're cut to look like rocks.
Okay.
They're all different shapes, all different colours and shit. You get a deck of cards,
Okay.
and it starts from easy stacks to all the way to the hard ones.
Okay.
And you've got to stack these wooden rocks the way that the card says.
Oh, cool.
And I'm like, that's fucking easy.
No, it's not.
It's so fucking hard.
yeah.
Go get it.
I kind of want to give you a crack.
Yeah.
But he was doing it.
Later.
He's acing it. And I'm like, give me a hard one. And I got up to the third rock and
Yeah.
and it's just collapsing.
Hard.
And he's like, you've got to balance it a certain way on the rock. And I'm like,
You
doing
got smaller hands.
And then you're stupid rocks. Blah, throw them across the room.
but yeah. I hate it when something looks easy and then it's just fucking hard.
Oh yeah. Like stand up.
Basically.
You posted a thing the other day of your visual but no audio
Yeah.
of you performing and trying to
Did you? I haven't.
trying to film your set, and then some lady just sits
Yeah.
down in front
I
of
was
the camera.
I was like, this is how last night's set went. And it was just 5 seconds of me and then a lady picks up a chair and just sits in front of my camera and sits in front of it.
That was my best show as well. Who was filming?
Not worth the audio.
I just
the camera was obviously just sitting there.
I just set it up
Oh.
on my beer like that.
Okay.
You think someone was filming and sat there?
Yeah.
Someone sat in front of him and they just kept sitting there.
Well, I guess this is it. He said not to move. I thought maybe Nikita was sitting there filming.
No.
Nah, okay.
No.
Was it a good set?
No.
It wasn't great. Yeah.
Clearly.
Did you see it happen and then it throw you off? Did you look over?
No. It was another one. So I was at that karaoke bar again. And
Yeah.
it was packed again, but one group was a 50-year-old soccer team from Sydney up here for their end of year trip. And it's just it was like a group of my dads. Just
50-year-old soccer team. A
Yeah.
soccer team of 50-year-olds.
yeah.
Okay.
So they were all fucking drunk and they just thought they were the funniest, and some of them were falling asleep at the table and stuff. They were full bogan. And then the MC's talking to one of them and he was the one of the group that could keep his composure. And he's like, oh, I'm fucked on Monday. And he's like, why is that, mate? And he's like, I'm a bus driver in Sydney and it's old mate over here. It's his birthday and his Bucks party. So I was like, I'll steal a double-decker bus. We'll drive up the Gold Coast and we'll have the sickest
I'll
weekend.
steal a double decker.
And he's like, you didn't actually do that. He's like, yeah. He's like, I had to make it a special weekend for him. And I'm like, this guy's got to be lying. No one knew if he's being serious, but surely fucking...
I
couldn't do that.
thought it was conclusion. Like you found out that it was.
No, well, he kept saying like he did it, but I mean, there was no bus parked out the front or anything.
Double decker bus.
Do we
So,
even have those? Oh, we do. Like those big touring buses.
So there was them, and then a few other like punters and shit, and then in the middle of my set, a fucking group of maybe 15, 21-year-old girls walked in for one of their 21st, and that's like who sat in front of my camera.
Oh, really? I thought you said an old lady.
Nah, she was pretty young.
Okay.
So.
We've
Move.
established that I can't describe people and their ages.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Move. Just move.
But yeah,
That's pretty good.
it was pretty good.
Anything else been happening?
We walked to the shops the other day. All my stories start the same, right?
Yeah.
We
100%. I
we're
walked
walking
to
to
the
the
shops.
shops with the babies in the pram, and
I feel like you've got a pram and you've got like a notebook in the top of the pram,
And just
you're just
jotting notes.
observing along the walk, and
Yeah.
you're like,
nah.
podcast notes.
So we
Lady dropped her coins.
don't
Nothing happened on this walk. I'm going to make a lady drop her coins on the escalator.
and not help her.
I definitely didn't trip her. Anyway, we walked all the way to Coles. It's like a kilometre, or just under a kilometre. And we walked through all the aisles, did our shopping.
You started with, I walked all the way to Coles. It's under a kilometre.
Exaggerate. Anyway, so we got there, we walked through, did all the shopping, walked all the way back. And as I like lifted, I sort of put my foot on the back of the pram to jack the front wheels up to get into the front door, and it almost tipped over
The front door of what? Coles?
my house.
Oh.
Because I'd walked back.
Right.
So it almost tipped over, and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked down, and the back wheel had fallen off. I was like, oh, okay. Because it's got two small front wheels that turn, and then the two big back wheels, like the side of the basketball. And I was like, fuck, looking around, I'm like, what the fuck's his wheel? I was like, did it fall off on the way back? Like, surely not. I would have noticed. So then I jumped in the car, and I drove slowly all the way back down. I couldn't see the wheel. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pulled over, went into Coles, and I walked up all the aisles looking for it. Couldn't see it. And so I went to the front counter. I'm like, you got a lost and found? She's like, yeah, what are you after? I'm like, a pram wheel? And she's looking at me all weird. I'm like, yeah, a pram wheel? And she's like, no pram wheels here, just phones. I was like, okay. So then I went to the fruit shop and it wasn't there. I was like, fuck. So I drove all the way back, like slowly, and still couldn't see it. It was getting dark. I'm like, this is bullshit. Anyway, I was like, maybe the wheel was never on. So I opened up Katie's car boot where we got the pram from. The wheel was in the boot. So we went all the way to Coles, did the shopping, went all the way back. I'm like, how many people were looking at us like, are they missing a fucking wheel?
Pretty stable if you didn't
Yeah.
even notice.
Legit. Didn't even notice until like I put weight on it and then it almost tipped.
Did you write a review on their Facebook page?
And
No,
would
but
you
I
write a good review or a bad review? This pram is so stable, I didn't notice it didn't have a wheel missing.
5 stars. No, I definitely jotted that down in my podcast notebook. Though.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
That's impressive.
that was, yeah. So I'm waiting for like a video to go viral
Was
on
it
like
broken?
Logan Facebook page.
Wait, was it broken?
No, it's just the unclip. So it must have like just disengaged in the car and I pulled it out
Why would they unclip?
just so you can like stack them easier.
I think ours unclipped as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to get rid of all the baby shit.
We have some stuff that's just in our hallway. I'm like, you should sell this stuff. And she's like,
Yeah.
why? They can't use it anymore. Just sell it.
Yeah, it was pretty good because Nikita's best friend and her sister both had babies at the same time. And I'm like, I'm done. So you might as well fucking,
Offload it.
yeah, give it to both of those.
Have you had the snip yet?
Nope.
I was thinking about it, but
Yeah.
don't know. Don't want to like cave yet. But I know I don't want any more kids. I think I'm scared of just getting it done.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a simple procedure.
Yeah.
I feel like my dick will fall off or something.
Yeah.
You've had
That's-
worse stuff done, right?
That's what I've said to Nikita.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just like a hassle and awkward to get it done.
Yeah. I remember getting circumcised when I was 18 and trying to hide that from everyone.
How? How do you? Well, one.
I
if you-
asked him about this one. So I'm
But-
like, you would have had a job. So what did
Yeah.
you tell all
It
your
was my first
workmates?
year as an apprentice. And I had like a week off or whatever, a couple of weeks off, or a week off, I think. And I just told him like I had to get a hernia operated on.
You're too young for a hernia, right?
I don't fucking know what a hernia was, man. Mum's like, tell people you got a hernia. I'm like, okay, Mum. And I don't think anyone knew what it was.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was sort of just limping around the factory with my dick wrapped up.
Yeah.
It was a shit 3 months, though.
One of my mates had that same thing done, like for
Yeah.
the same reason. I think we talked about this.
Just
It
too
was
much
weird.
dick.
He was like, yeah,
It's pretty common.
awkward.
Yeah.
I can't think of what else to say. I don't know what to say anything else about it.
Can you talk more about my dick or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty keen.
Nah, but that definitely sucked. Like having it done that old, 20-something stitches in your cock. Not fun.
That was like one of the like standout things from my wedding because
one of those types of weddings.
27 stitches in my dick.
It was tradition, man.
let me elaborate. Nah, so my nan, like, whenever it's one of our big birthdays, a wedding, a birth or something like that, she'll do like a
This
poem.
was the famous speech, wasn't it?
Yeah, she does like a poem for everything.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, she likes to like do a bit of a roast half, like
Before you go, the first time you said that, I heard my nan does a poll, and I was like, what does my nan does a
stripper.
poll mean?
yeah. No, she does a poem
Yeah.
and she likes to roast people in them. So it's pretty funny when it's not me.
It's like written by Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, our whole wedding speech, she was just like roasting me hard, and I'm just like, oh fuck. And then like halfway through, she just started talking about like my circumcision in front of like everyone at the wedding. I'm like, oh, sick. Anyway, everything had finished, and we're like mingling around tables and shit. And I went over to like these queers, and like Katie's just like, Ash is circumcised too.
We should be friends.
And I'm like, oh,
Like, I know.
Secret Jews.
We compared.
We do a Jew handshake. Classic. How old were you though?
I think I was like
Kid. Younger than 8.
maybe end of primary school.
Yeah.
They were just like, sir, your dick is just too big for this skin.
Let it free. Did you get to keep it?
I don't think so.
I kept my kid's umbilical cord
Unless-
stub.
Yeah, Nikita's got that somewhere.
Still
We
in its
probably
peak.
do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just had this weird vision in my head of like, because I never got asked if I wanted to keep it, but now I'm wondering if like every night before bed, my mum just pulls it out of the top drawer and just kisses it.
What the
Good night.
foreskin?
Good night, James. It's like,
Think about the umbilical cord or the
no
foreskin?
foreskin.
Jesus.
No fly on the coop syndrome here.
Love cheese.
Wait, have you stem cells?
Sweet.
Have your kids lost any teeth yet?
Not yet. Wesley's keen to because all of his kids are.
Dad, punch me.
Yeah.
Punch me.
He's like shaking his teeth. It's like he's wobbly. It's wobbly, and I'm like, it's not wobbly. Leave
I can
it.
do that now. Like,
Don't. Oh man, it makes me feel sick.
I have dreams of where I break my teeth. It's like a nightmare, a recurring nightmare I have.
Yeah, it's pretty gross feeling, I think. Mackenzie's just lost 2 teeth in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Carrots, man. Tell him to eat
First ones.
carrots. Like raw carrots.
I'll let him know.
Yeah. Uncle Ash eat carrots.
They were so wobbly. She's like, touch it. And I like touched it and it made me feel gross because it was like,
I used to love it, eh?
That
Yeah.
feeling of when it snaps.
Yeah.
Heaps of blood though, eh?
not really.
And then tonguing that.
Yeah.
tongue-
You can't stop tonguing.
Yeah.
I was like, pull it out. It's ready to come out. And she doesn't like blood or she's scared
Yeah.
it's going to hurt.
Do you lose your molars?
No.
Or are they adults?
Well, I pull them out. Oh, they pull out your wisdom.
Not your
teeth.
wisdom.
Pull out your wisdom teeth.
Oh man, there's another fucking operation I had.
Wisdom
You had an
teeth.
operation?
Yeah, I got all 4 at once. And they put me under because
I
one
had
was
all
growing
four.
into my sinus,
Right.
and they pulled them out and they nicked my sinus as they pulled one out. And for like a month, if I'd sneeze or cough or anything, my nose would bleed.
Yeah.
That sucked. But yeah, coming out of that,
They put you out for it.
yeah, and coming out of like waking up from that because they wake up when they pull the tube out. I was like, oh, like, what's going on? And then you fall back asleep.
Why don't they do that while you're asleep?
Apparently they can't. They got to because it's breathing for you.
Yeah.
So it's assisting your breathing or something. So as they pull it out, they got to wake you up first.
Right.
So I woke up and then I'm in the waiting room
How do they pull your teeth out with a tube in your mouth?
I don't know.
Guess they're
Because
just like
Because you know when you're at the
move
dentist, when you're at the dentist and they're fucking with your teeth or whatever, you kind of block your throat with the back of your tongue, so nothing goes down there.
I always wonder that, like when I'm at the dentist and like my jaw, I got a fucked jaw, so it hurts
Does it get
like
cramped?
open it all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You know, that
I always
way too
wonder,
long.
like they've got the sucker thing in there, they've got like 2 tools in there, and I'm like, how much more shit can you fit in there?
Yeah.
I always want to
And
swallow.
see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
And you
that
do the
feeling?
accidental like tongue squirt. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
No,
Did you do that on purpose?
never done
I
that.
can't. I know I've tried for so long to be able to do that on purpose, and I can't.
You check out the cut under my tongue. We did it at school all the time, mate. Squirt cunts. Yeah, you know you get squirters. I'm a squirter.
Yeah, when I had my wisdom teeth out, he's like, "We'll just take one out." I'm like, "No, I'm not coming back. Just do them all." So he just did them.
I couldn't
in
be
the chair.
awake.
Yeah,
Fuck
It
that.
is. He pressed like so. He had like it's like a looked like an ice pick with a blunt end on it. He's put it on my tooth, and he's like, "Ugh, slip." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh, serious?
He's like, "Ugh, slip." And then so he got 2 out fine, and the other one he like snapped it in half, and he's like digging it out with a drill and shit.
These are fresh.
Yeah, and me too, please. And then he eventually got it out. He's like, I got to get all the bits of tooth out because it'll get infected otherwise.
yeah.
So he's like digging around in there. He's like, can you feel that? Like, no, it's numb. He's like, okay.
It's terrible.
You did so well. And then he
icebergs,
failed at the end. Oh my god, you guys are both terrible. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's the fucking sounds and the
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
So he like press on it, and then it go, and it like snap, I guess, off the bone. Fuck.
Oh,
You're
stop paying attention.
You're good.
It's not cordial, mate.
Anyway.
Pull them out.
Yeah, it's like are your teeth joined to the bone, or are they just chilling in a gum?
I don't know.
Because they got to
I-
pull the nerve out and everything. Eh?
So yeah, all mine are on nerves. So that like I got to have the same thing go under,
Yeah.
so they can do it.
Oh, you still got yours?
Yeah, so I just deal with mine going up and down like once a year, and just push through the pain, dose up on meds and shit. But one, I think it was this side bottom, about 2 years ago, got infected as fuck, and he's like, mate, you can't push through this one. This one's got to come out. But I went to a different dentist,
Okay.
and he's like, I'll do a quick X-ray, and we'll see if we can pull it out today. And he did the X-ray, and he's like, yeah. He's like, it's super close to the nerve. He's like, I'll have a crack at pulling it out. And I like didn't want to tell him that the last dentist said it was like on a nerve. So I'm like, this
Too
is
awkward.
good. I'm like, yeah.
I'll just
basically.
put up with the torture.
I'm like, this could either go very well or very bad, and I just have like a droopy face for the rest of my life. But I let him do it. And same deal. Like I could just like feel him reefing on my
Yeah.
jaw and just the tooth cracking and shit. And I was like, oh,
Oh, so you did have one out.
I got one out. I still
Okay.
got
I just sent you a photo. Can you get that up on the thing or not? It's
yeah.
in
Give me
Messenger
a
chat.
second. 2 minutes.
That's my X-ray of my teeth.
Oh shit! Wrong X-ray.
That's my dick.
That's my full.
Is that really your teeth?
Yeah, that was my wisdom teeth before they got pulled out.
I'm so confused. Aren't they meant to be on the side?
Oh, they were.
Aren't they meant to be on the? Is that? Oh, you mean over there?
Yeah, it's up at the back.
What's
like
this?
the reflection of something, like the window or something behind me.
Oh, fucking hell!
That-
That's so dumb. Oh my god. Okay, when you pull up, you'll see. I was like so confused.
Like
I was
two
like,
buck teeth.
what is
yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So
is this your wisdom teeth?
Why do you have rabbit
What?
teeth over there?
Why in the middle?
yeah, so the
Yeah,
one.
so that one's sideways.
So the top right, my top left is that was the one. The root was up in the sinus.
Top.
Oh, top up here. Yeah, right.
So the other side, I think. I think it was my left.
You said
oh,
your top left.
as in me on the me skeleton me.
Me sca-
And see all my crowded teeth at the bottom. That's from like the two bottom ones just pushing everything in.
Yeah, right.
But it doesn't look like they're in bone, eh? Like the teeth
Yeah.
just look chilly. Like just
Well, I don't think
Chili.
if they because they move right, so they just set in your gums. I think.
Well, I suppose. But when you look at like a skeleton bone,
oh,
the teeth are in,
right,
eh?
Yeah, true.
Are they in a real one?
let's have a look.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, it is a conspiracy.
Aren't your teeth not bone though? They're like fingernail stuff.
Keratin.
I know. I think your fingernails are hair. Same shit.
Keratin. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be in the bone.
That is not a real skeleton. That's
so real, man.
Shut up.
That's a metaverse
a
skeleton.
real human skull. What do you just type skeleton for?
Wait, did you see they found a fossilized dinosaur with its skin and shit?
I think I heard something about it.
I think I might have told you on Friday or something. Yeah,
Doesn't
Google
make
that.
sense to me.
Say, type in.
Surely they don't just sit them back in there because you see every skeleton like that. So
There
there must be
skeletons look like shit without teeth.
Sure, they just come out and they're just like glued in there, right?
Oh, I forgot your nose isn't a bone, eh?
No.
Gris.
Cartilage.
It's all gris, brah.
Gris.
Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Look at a gorilla skull. I see I did a course on evolution, and when we had to like look at a gorilla skull, it's so friggin' crazy to me. Look at that. So see that space all in between? That's all filled with muscle. So
This
that they can-
space.
yeah, all of that. It's just all muscle, so that they can like chomp their
Where's the brain go then? Under
inside. Yeah, inside.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, so all of that on top is just all caved out for muscle.
So if you could you could put an axe into its head, you probably wouldn't hit its brain.
Probably not.
That's crazy.
When I saw it, I was like, why does it look like this? And it's like, yeah, it's just full of muscle, so they can like.
I never knew that.
It's so crazy.
I wish we still look like that.
You do.
Man, they're vicious.
They're pretty fucking scary, eh?
Yeah.
Have you seen them like run at glass and shit at
Yeah.
zoos? Fuck that in like the wild.
Every single friggin' animal in the wild,
Yeah.
like that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, look. Oh, yeah. True. We're so fucking.
Way smaller brains though.
We're so dumb.
We still have
Fragile.
like that muscle, like you know when you chew and you can feel like up there,
Yeah.
tense, like that. Imagine that, but like with an actual muscle there, like a bicep in your head.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Google
Bicep in head.
bicep.
Man grows dick on head.
They found a dinosaur. What did you Google together?
Just a fossilized dinosaur with skin.
With skin. I don't know what it was. I didn't read anything about it, but it's a coincidence that we figured out the color.
Nah.
How do they know what they
There's so
sounded
much.
like?
There's so much like.
Yeah, so the top left corner.
This one.
Yeah, it's basically like an alligator with a snake head.
There's so much information about like, or not information, but like,
I suppose fossilized. It kind of.
did dinosaurs? Did they have feathers? Like, did the feathers die?
They reckon pterodactyls had feathers.
I think they reckon a lot of
they-
dinosaurs had feathers.
I think they found evidence that there was feathers on them, but they weren't sure. Or was it like a bat where it was just
I'm supposed to know this because I did something on it, but I can't remember anything. From
Is that it, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, that legit looks like what's that fucking Pokemon?
Oh, Cubone?
Nah.
Yeah, but the other one.
The evolved one.
Yeah.
Starts with an M, I think. Fuck.
Squirtle.
Come on, 2001, James. Something bone. Must. Fuck.
I don't.
It's got
but it's not
the
that.
two crossbones? Is that one?
No, that's coughing.
Coffee. That's right. The fucking.
Do kids like Pokemon? Oh, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, Westy does, but he's somewhat died down off it. Marowak? Was that it?
No, but it doesn't look like that. He looked legit looked like a Pokemon. But I can't remember what it was.
That's what I'm thinking of. The bone.
The bone.
Is he just wearing a skull on top of his head?
Yeah. It's like a helmet.
What does he look like without it?
It's Pikachu. Is there still only 101 Pokemons?
No.
There are a lot of Pokemon. How many Pokemon?
I don't know if that's legit.
This looks like Charizard without.
Surely there hasn't
wings.
been an episode where it's
I
been
don't.
like, oh my god, he's going to take his skull off.
There's 905 Pokemon now.
Jeez, that's a lot.
That's too many.
905. How can they come up with that many pun names? That many punny names.
Fuck, that's so many to remember.
What were we talking about? I was going to get you to
Pokemon.
look something up. Skeletons. I don't know.
While we're on
I don't know.
fossils and skeletons and shit like that, who wants to get real conspiratorial?
Oh, that's what it was. But go on. It's a complete change of subject, but go on. Remind me.
We can change it.
No.
Nah, did
said-
you guys see the new Loch Ness Monster footage? It's as bad
Oh.
as the rest of it.
I was going to say, yeah. It was in the story of my Bigfoot footage.
Oh, really? Yeah, I saw it pop up on my feed the other day, and I was like, yeah, it's like best footage in ages due to new webcams being on the lake or something.
God, that's terrible.
So that's
And
the
it's like-
original, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the original. And this one,
Scan your Flybuys card at
please.
Kmart and Liquorland to collect more points.
Come on.
Sponsored by.
Turn your dinner party into
Flybuys.
a brand
Is
new
this
Barbie, or flip your Sunday
that's
roasts into a
2020.
toast.
fuck, listen to an ad for no reason.
I was going to say. My memory shit. I should start drinking.
Yeah, you should. 5 days ago. Here we go.
It's the same
Oh
picture.
my God, that's dumb.
This isn't what I saw. It was a video, and it was just a splash in the water. And everyone's like, it's back.
Nessie. Is it in Loch Ness?
Yeah, it's in that fucking lake or river, whatever it is.
Loch Ness.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to find it right now. Yeah, this is it. So look how terrible the footage is
Oh my
as
God.
well.
That's
No, that's legit.
Look, there's Bigfoot in the background. See that little smudge?
Is this a video?
That's not the video, but that's a photo. So basically that image just moves a little bit and then it just goes away.
No.
That is so
No.
dumb.
Everyone has iPhones
What
and
do you mean?
We're about to go to World War
Phone
III, and
cameras
this is the
now.
fucking headline, is it?
no.
Didn't you see it?
This is May.
It just darted.
Fuck off. Go back. I can see the water moving.
Ready?
It's probably a scuba diver.
Monster. Anyway, so Loch Ness
Yeah.
Monster's real.
Yep.
Confirmed.
Did you see? So talking about everyone has an iPhone and shit like that. Another huge topic Adrian loves is the UFC. The card the other week. Have you seen Brendan Schaub and Dana White are like going at each other again?
For what?
No.
Because basically the whole card got mixed around.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
The main fighter
Is
on
that
the
the Diaz card?
the main fighter on the card missed weight by like 8
Yeah.
pounds or something.
Yeah. We talked about this. I think.
Yeah, which is Dana White. Every like weigh in the history of the UFC, if anyone misses weight by like half a pound, he just rips on them. But this one guy, he's just like, oh, he tried really hard to get there and stuff. So Brendan like full broke it down on his podcast. He's like, this is such a conspiracy, and he's like, so there's like 20 fighters on the card or something. Each fighter has a team of like 5 trainers and shit. So they're all backstage at the weigh-ins. And he's like, Dana comes out to stage. He's like, oh, the most chaotic thing just happened backstage. And Brendan's like, so you're telling me out of like the 100 people backstage, no one had an iPhone and could pull it out and record what was going on?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, true. Like, because there's
Wasn't
no
it-
footage of like,
You
there's,
sure? I think
there's a little bit of footage of like 2 of them just like yelling at each
Yeah,
other a
that's
little
probably
bit,
what I
but there's
said.
no like chaos. Like Conor McGregor was throwing a can across the crowd
Yeah,
at Nate
throwing
Diaz and
it.
shit.
That's right.
Throwing trolleys
Trolleys
through
through
windows.
bus windows.
Yeah. And like they still didn't call shit off for that.
Yeah.
So then like Dana came out like ripping on Brendan and stuff. Now they're like, because they like started to mend the peace from back in the day, and now they're like hate each other again.
Fucking hell. Like, UFC doesn't need controversy, man. It's like
Yeah.
good as it is.
But there was so many things that like lined up that make it a little bit like a conspiracy, but
Yeah.
Whatever. Do people really care?
So is Diaz
it's just
finished?
like a soap opera for grown men.
Okay.
True. It is.
Isn't that what?
That's half the reason I watch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I always like scroll through the fucking weigh-ins just waiting for the face-off. It's like, who fucking slaps who?
Yeah. I saw a big thing.
They get fined if they do that?
I think they get a little fine, but I mean, fucking at the end of the day, if they get a $5,000 fine, but like Conor McGregor's getting millions of dollars.
Yeah, but he's like not everyone.
So
If
that's
anything,
what,
it pays off.
that's what I saw.
Remember the Cormier Jones one?
They
They fucking
fucking nuts.
They tackled him through the
Yeah,
set and just
that was
fucking
so good. I saw a like breakdown during the week, and I was like, oh, it'd be so sick, and it like half makes sense, but it's never going to happen. For Conor's return fight, it's like he's taken over like every country. He's been to every country except for Australia. And Alex Volkanovski, like the Australian champion, wants to move up in weight to Conor's weight class. So they're like, what a perfect first fight back. And I'm like, oh my God, if Conor fights in Australia, I'll be paying fucking like 30 grand to get a ticket. Do you know how nuts that would be?
I don't know.
I doubt.
I doubt it's going to happen.
Wait, is
but
he
how
even coming
sick
back?
would it be? I think so.
Is he contracted to come back?
Yeah. UFC basically owns him for like another 7 fights or something, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
7 fights.
Something like that.
He must be training hard, eh?
He's pretty jacked now. Have you seen him?
No.
I just saw a
Have you
bunch of
seen-
videos making fun of him.
Oh, did you see the video the other week of he posted a story on his Instagram of his like wife giving him head on his yacht.
Really?
Yeah, and everyone's like it's not really like a flex. You just like put your wife on blast in front of everyone.
Really? Was it Jake Paul calling him out? Like
Everyone's calling him out.
fucking. Did you see Jake Paul's one?
How he roasted him hard.
Yeah. With the footage of him cheating on his missus. and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
that was-
That was heavy.
Does he ever reply to that shit, or he just ignores it?
I don't know.
It'd be like the Streisand effect.
6 days ago. Here we go.
He doesn't have to do all that, right?
I do that sound.
Got the boner again. Yeah, he's pretty ripped, though.
Yeah.
More ripped. Was he moving up?
I think so, yeah.
What's he
I
now?
don't know.
155.
No, he was 155 and then he fought Nate at 170. And I think he wants to try and move up again to 185, but
I was looking at the what was I looking at? I think I sent it to you guys. It was at the standings, and like whoever had fought that weekend had dropped down because they'd lost, and Conor moved
Conor was
up.
still there,
I'm like,
yeah.
how the fuck does that work?
I think he's out of it now.
Like, surely, it's like I don't know how they work though. Like, if you lose to a fight, if you lose a fight to a higher stand person in the standings, how much do they drop by if you beat them? Like if number 6 fought number 2 and number 6 wins, does number 6 go up like 3 spots, or do they go up to number 2?
I think they normally go up to, so if it's like that, I think you normally take the place of whoever you beat, sort of thing.
And whoever you beat drops down like 1 or something.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. But I think all that stuff's put together. I think the rankings are put together by the journalists and shit like that. So a little bit of it is also,
Popularity.
who they can sell the best, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Quiet over there, Adrian. Looking up.
Reading about how rankings work.
Adrian's Googling, what is the UFC?
Yeah.
I watched the UFC when I was working at the video store.
Fuck yeah.
I thought you were into it. Into it.
I was when I was working with you, and then just stopped. Just couldn't keep up with it.
There was,
It's like trying to watch every season of Home and Away.
yeah, even like the last 6 months. So I used to fucking watch it every weekend, no matter what. But the last 6 months, I don't know. I think I've been like too busy to watch it or something. I've just died off.
Since Josh is old enough to like be influenced by shit now, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I don't want him to really watch that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want him to watch it.
Yeah, the boys like it, but luckily they'll watch 2 minutes and lose interest and then they'll go and play.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah.
You see that thing I tagged you in of that lady talking about the baby conspiracy?
I can't.
Did you see it?
Is this what you were going to bring up before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Stacey Abrams. I think she's like
I don't know who
a
that
member
is.
of Congress or some shit.
I've never heard of her.
And she's like a left wing, and she's like,
I thought it was a white lady.
what'd she say? She goes, the heartbeat at 6 months is a conspiracy to convince women to give
It's a
up their.
made up sound.
It's a made up sound that how'd she say? It's the heartbeat at 6 weeks of a fetus is a made up sound to convince ladies to hand their fucking bodies
though?
over to
'Cause you
men or
can
some
get-
shit.
you
Like the
can get
patriarchy
those-
made this up. It's so
You
dumb.
can get the home ones.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's made up. It's you buy these home
You
machines.
buy it with the recording
Yeah.
on it. It's the same
Yeah.
every time.
I couldn't. He sent it to me and I was like, I can't watch
Because
this. I watched it and I was like, I can't watch it again.
Play it.
I don't remember if we did buy one. I think we bought one because Nikita's second pregnancy, she was like fucking, she wanted to
I'll send it
scan.
to you.
She wanted to scan like every second day because of everything that was happening.
Yeah.
And she's like, looked up those home ones and I'm like, fucking,
So you can just hear it.
yeah,
Hear
you
it
can hear the
yourself.
heartbeat.
It's just a Doppler.
I think I talked her out. Yeah, that was it. I talked her out of getting one because I'm like, fucking, if you put it on and you can't find it for whatever reason, you're going to freak
out.
yourself the fuck out.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, true.
But how could that be made up? They put like the wrong.
I told you there's a recording.
Hey, they did 9/11 as if they couldn't do that.
They put like the wrong chip in the recording. They're like, I love you. She's like, it's first words.
It's a Build-A-Bear freaking thing.
Tickle me. Tickle me, Elmo chip. That bottom right-hand picture, whatever that is, right? Mum showed me a photo from her work, from her old work. She used to work in a nursing home.
Yeah.
And that was what one of the patient's skulls looked like. It was a hole in the top of his skull like that. And it was black on the outside, and it was just pus white and red and just fucking...
I was trying to find it. No longer available.
Oh, really? They took it down. It'd be on YouTube. It's like, it went viral.
What do you want me to search?
I don't know what it is.
What did you say? Ash?
Her name's, I think it's Stacey Abrams. Heartless or something. I
How
don't know.
could you be so heartless?
She was like sitting on a panel.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
like-
there it is. There.
You got it, or
no,
some
that's-
the screen.
I don't know how to send it to you.
It'd be like Heartbeat or something. I don't know. It was just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And these people are like influential.
Go again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
That one?
Yeah, they're sitting on a panel.
There is no such thing as a heartbeat at 6 weeks. It is a manufactured sound designed to convince people that men have the right to take control of a woman's body away from her.
What a psycho.
So
Do you have kids or what? Like,
So fat. Brendan, you're not fat. It's the
the good
shirt.
thing is like,
Look at Nate. His true.
the good thing is those people won't breed,
Yeah.
and eventually they will just disappear. Good people have children.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
good people.
But yeah, anyway, that was all I wanted to say. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about?
Tons of stuff.
Wesley started to get into jokes a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, stand up like his daddy.
No, so we're driving last weekend. Where are we going?
My kids love dumb jokes now.
We're going to the Kite Festival, which we'll touch on after this.
What's a kite festival?
It was the Redcliffe Kite Festival, Kite Fest.
What if it's not windy?
It was windy as fuck, luckily. I was trying to get this photo of, there was a Michael Jackson kite. And I was like, oh, Ash would love this. But,
Did it look like he was dancing?
yeah. It was so thin and like paper-like. Anyway, we're
Just
driving
watching
there.
over the kids.
We're driving there. There was two, and the radio hosts were doing these, like, they must do fucking fun dad jokes on a Saturday morning or something. And I'm like, you listening, Westy? He's like, yeah. And the first one was a good one. It was like, why do, I forget the exact country, so don't fucking, don't pin me as a racist or anything like that. But it was like, why do Swedish Navy vessels have barcodes on them?
Why?
Why?
To Scandinavian.
That's
Is that a Scandinavian country?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. He
No.
like,
If you don't know geography, it's terrible.
well, he laughed.
he'd make a good dad.
Anyway, and then the next one was like, what bees make milk?
Male one?
I feel like I could get that if I
Yeah.
had enough time to think,
Yeah.
but go on.
Boobies.
Oh, that's good.
And I laughed, and I'm like, that's a good one, eh? He's like, it's not a real type of bee. And I'm like,
Nice. Good.
it's not how comedy works.
No, yeah.
Christmas cracker jokes are the fucking best.
I hate them.
They're
Really?
terrible.
I hate
You know,
them
I
so
love how
hard.
I love how terrible they are.
I fucking hate sitting at the Christmas table.
It is
and
the same joke every year.
Everyone
eh?
goes around. They're like, "You read yours out, James," and I have to be like, "What kind of penguin lives on the fucking ice or something?"
Legit at Mom's house, we had the same jokes for 6 years because she bought a bulk box of these friggin' Christmas crackers. So they're the exact same things every time. It's terrible.
Yeah. Sometimes when I don't want to say it, I'm just like, oh, we've already heard this one. Just like put it down.
I used to like pull it open and then I'd just say something real offensive.
Oh my God.
Like, what did the deaf and blind baby get for Christmas? Cancer. Everyone will be like, that's not written on there, is it?
Yeah. You should print some and be like, it is.
I should slip them into other people's shit. Oh, I'm going to do that.
You should.
We should.
When I have time and remember this,
You won't.
I'm going to rig them. Can you undo them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just put in like a pack of condoms or something. Or put in a condom instead of a toy and like random shit.
Mum did that one year. I think it was like Westy's second Christmas or something. She bought. You can
I got
get
balloons, Dad.
You can get like a make your own bonbons fucking kit or something.
That's sick.
And Mum went and bought like all these little gay shit, and like you'd put it in there and you'd fold it up, and then you'd pop it 2 seconds later and be like, I knew that was in there.
I'm going to do
I
it.
made this one especially for you.
Oh no, Daddy's is full of cocaine again.
Showboat. It's Whiz Fizz.
Gotta go to the garage.
Yeah. Don't open that one.
Mum's got lingerie.
It's edible. But yeah, back on the kite festival. It was actually pretty sick. There's some sick kites out there.
Yeah, we used
Do you
to-
guys like kites?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it sounds
They're
like
cool when they're up in the air and they're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
But
Sounds
when
like
it's not windy, I got to sprint across the fucking yard.
When I was in high school, we used to have, one of my friends used to have like a stunt kite. It's just like a triangle freaking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty fun to use.
Yeah, because this, I don't know, have you guys seen like the big fucking massive dramatic kites?
Yeah, like the pro ones.
Yeah, giant whales and shit like that. Like they were sick as.
How do they not lift whatever off the ground? Like how?
Well, they were, I don't know how, like the amount of strings and ropes and shit was giving me anxiety. Like, because obviously
Someone's
they,
going to get tangled up.
yeah, they had all their kites laid out on this massive oval and they were just putting them up like one by one, and like this one would get like 10 minutes of airtime, and then 3 blokes would like pull the string down, put the kite on the ground and get the next one up. And I'm like,
And they just like hook it and it's just chilling.
yeah,
in the
so
air.
they've got like 5 vans lined up at the end of the oval, and they must have hooks in the back of the vans or something. So once it's up, they just hook it on the hook and they just watch it.
So it's like fishing, but
Basically,
it's in
yeah.
the air
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
It's catching birds.
But what got me is what our message is about, and Adrian's like, save it for the podcast.
Okay.
Was they had speakers set up all around the outside of the oval, and there were kite commentators. So they had a
Color commentator.
yeah. So they had a dude that was like into kites, and then I don't know who the chick was, but she must have been like a local radio host.
It was his girlfriend. Just got dragged along.
Yeah. So, but she was trying to keep up with him, but he was full like, oh, if you
This
look
is a model
at,
Essex.
yeah. She's like, if you look over there, Kelly, that's a bomber kite. Do you know? Can you tell me the differences in a bomber kite? And she's like, no, I can't, Terry. She just didn't know anything. And then he's like, it's made out of like 3GM material with a fucking 6-point blah blah blah, and he's going full into it. And she's
Great
like,
count of 8,000.
yeah, she's like, wow, that's so interesting. It was so bad.
So when does this end?
Yeah, you're like, basically.
Hey Terry, did you see this kite? I made it myself at craft.
And he's like, I've actually got 3 of these at home. And she's like, wow.
My God.
So bad.
She's like, who sent me out here on this assignment?
Yeah, that's basically what it was like.
I've been demoted.
Yeah, that's one step away from losing your job.
Fuck yeah.
But it was pretty sick. You should go next year.
Well, I would have if you'd told
We should
me it
go.
was on.
We should go be the commentators.
You didn't
next
even. Wait, have you seen this
I'll
kite?
start drinking for that.
year. Look at the Michael Jackson one.
Look at that.
Won't get any kids up there, will you,
Hang on a
Mike?
minute. Someone strung up a dildo.
He's close to the moon.
That's really good.
It's actually getting hot in here now.
It is, isn't it? I was hot at the start.
Do you guys mind if I take my pants off?
I'm
gonna
gonna take my shirt
Just
off.
going to take my pants off. You guys don't care?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't tell. No.
Were you were they shorts?
Yeah, how did you tuck
How did
them up?
that happen?
Magic, yo.
That's the best magic trick.
He's the one with the sweaty balls right now.
I feel so much better because they've been like scrunched up.
Where'd you find them?
These were under Wish for $12.95.
No, but when you bought your shirt,
You said you lost
so
them.
you couldn't
I
find them.
I thought I threw them out just so people can see.
You should have.
Nicolas Cage.
It's terrible is what it
I'm not
is.
stuffing. But yeah, I found him in the
Such
cupboard
a
today.
bad material.
Found him in the cupboard today. Were you so excited?
Feel them.
Yeah, I actually.
I don't want to.
So it's like wetsuit.
The inside is the same. It's sweaty.
Bike
That's why
riding.
it's hot in here is because I'm wearing these.
No, it is hot in here.
It is hot.
Creepy though.
Why is his eyes running your crotch?
If Jake was here again,
I gotta send him a photo.
You may have lost it.
I may have lost it.
You should.
It's the same material as the
Should've-
shirt, but thicker.
You should have said, "I need to go to the toilet and come back."
Oh, I should have.
That would have been better.
Yeah, I should have done
I
that.
knew what was coming as soon as you said, "I have to take my pants off."
Were you thinking what undies has he got on? But yeah, maybe next time I'll wear the shirt and the pants.
Maybe. I look forward to that.
Went to a city cave the other day with Tara.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
To where?
fucking cool.
What'd you do?
City cave
sauna or
float. Yeah,
Float.
yeah.
I haven't done the float yet. Nikita bought me a voucher for like the sauna and the float.
Yeah.
I've done the sauna, but not the float.
Okay, it's weird,
Is it?
but kind of cool
Did you do it together
Yeah.
or separate?
together.
Yeah, right.
But
Where's this at?
they're all
City
over
cave.
the place. It's like
What's
a
that?
float, sauna, massage.
Yeah, it's like a wellness center sort of thing.
Yeah, but
So they got saunas, float tanks, massages.
But they're not float
Other-
tanks, really. It's
do
like
other
a,
people like use them and shit.
Yeah.
So you're like in the same floaty water.
yeah, but there's so much salt in there. There's nothing living in that water.
True. Suppose we go in the ocean, don't we?
It was. I can't remember what she said. I don't know. It was just like it's way more salt than is in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like I was in there and I was trying
it
to
has to
sink
be
to
in
the
the
bottom.
water. Really? That's
could
what I
not
wanna
sink
try
to
and
the
do.
bottom. I was
Yeah.
like trying to sink. I couldn't sink.
That's like the
Did
Dead Sea,
you?
isn't it?
It's more than the Dead Sea.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I was worried because Nikita's like, "Oh, I'll pay the extra and do a double one with
Yeah.
you." But I was just, did you just like bump into each other the whole time?
Kind of, but
Because that's what I was worried about. That we're
So
just
I-
like relaxing and then we're just like,
So I'm not allowed to do it. She's like, she bought 3 because they were like, you need like, the doctor said she needs to like relax or whatever and do
Yeah.
some things. So I was like, oh, go try this, and she did one, and I was like, and she said, I'll come and try and do it.
yeah,
And I was like, I know I'm gonna fall asleep, and then you're not gonna relax
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'll like
You just
be snoring or something. And then so after it, she was like, yeah, you were snoring like straight away in the sleep.
I'd
She was like,
100% do that.
She was like pushing me, and I was like floating around.
she rolls you over.
And I was like, okay, so I'm not going to go with you anymore because obviously you're not relaxing if
Yeah.
I'm asleep and you're pushing me around in
I'd
the
be
pool.
exactly the same. I reckon I'd be like a minute in and just be out, and
It's-
then they'd be poking me with a stick to wake me up.
It's weirdly relaxing.
you meant
like
to-
weird.
Yeah,
Are you meant to have your eyes open so you can like?
Well, so
Is it pitch black in there?
there's a light and there's music, and you can have the music on and you can have the lights on, or you can have it all off. So it's like it's up to you.
Well, it's sensory deprivation. You
Yeah.
think you're meant to have it all.
You're supposed to have it all off, but some people
And then you can hear the shopping centre outside going off.
no. The rooms are soundproof,
Oh, okay.
relatively soundproof. Yeah.
Better to get high as fuck and then do it.
I don't know,
Probably. be
that's
better.
yeah. That's what I was thinking of doing.
but you'd
'Cause
probably
I-
just be sitting in your head and not be able to relax.
So did you literally just jump in there, fall asleep, and then like so you don't?
Well,
so nothing actually happened other than you just floated for a bit.
I'd be jacked
It
on
was
coffee.
Because
weird.
what I was hoping would happen is I'd just get in there and my brain would shut off and just like mad thoughts would be running.
Kind of. There was some. I can't tell between when I was conscious and when I was like
Yeah.
How long? You
dreaming or whatever. Huh? An hour.
You'll come up with the best stand-up.
Yeah,
bits
because that's
ever.
what I'm worried about. I'd have to sit like a notepad
Yes,
on the side,
yeah.
and
You won't
every
be able
2
to-
seconds I'd just be like splashing down the
I
side.
was still.
I forgot.
Yeah, and I'd just write down cats or something, and then I'd go lay back down, and at the end I'd be like, "What the fuck did that mean?"
You go up on stage, you're like, all right, I'm trusting my memory here. Cats. Right?
Let me
What's
lay
with
down.
cats?
Let me lay down for a bit while I remember the rest of this.
Lay down on stage.
Wait, has anyone got any water?
Chuck is that salt shaker.
No,
There's,
so,
like this halo thing, so you can put it behind your head if you can't like
oh right,
or whatever.
yeah.
And Tara goes, she goes, I was too confident and I didn't use the halo. And I was like, and her head went under the water and the salt is so strong it like just burned her eyes straight up. She's like, I can't see. Then she's like, there's like a spray bottle so like you can spray your face if you get salt in your
Is
eyes.
this like a room of fucking water?
No, it's just like a little room
how-
with like a little pool in it.
Like how big is the? Oh, so it's not like a coffin. I picture like a
No,
coffin with
so
water.
you can get some.
Traditionally, they're like coffins,
That's
but
what
these
the
are for, like-
that's what the kind of one I want to do. But
Those are like
these ones
cool.
are just like almost like a grotto sort
Yeah,
of
like
like that.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty fucking sick.
How much is that?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Nikita paid 99. It was like a special thing. They had $99 for a sauna and a float.
The one at Coomera just opened, so Tara did like a 3 float special thing.
Do you have to be naked or using your jocks?
You can do whatever. I went so
They suggest to do it naked.
yeah. So what you just said about Tara going in way too confident, I did with the sauna.
Oh,
So she came in. She gave me the rundown. She's like, "This is standard temperature between this and this," and I'm like, "Fuck standard." I'm
I want
trying
room
to
temperature. Standard room temperature.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm like jacking.
I live in Queensland.
Yeah. So it was a 45-minute sauna, and I jacked it to what she said, and I'm sitting there, and
As
they've got
standard, you mean?
yeah. So the little window behind her head there, you can put your phone in there,
Okay.
and play whatever you want, and it comes through speakers and shit.
Okay, cool.
So I was watching stuff, and then I'm like, this is fucking waste of money. It's not doing anything. So I jacked it up another, like, I don't know, 15, 20 like degrees.
20 is a lot.
Yeah. And so I think, off memory, this was years ago, I think she said standard was about 45 to 50 degrees or something.
Okay.
So I jacked it up to like 70. And I'm sitting there, still wasn't working. So I like bumped it to max.
Really, I just passed out.
Dude, fucking 5 minutes later, I'm like sitting in there and I'm like, I started to get lightheaded and shit. And I just, as soon as I stepped out of that door, my body just fucking leaked. Yeah, it just fucking leaked water. And there's a shower right
like
beside
you
it.
pissed yourself.
There's a shower right beside it. And I'm like, I want to jump in that shower. But the lady's like, you don't want to jump straight in there or it'll fuck with your body temperature or something like that. Yeah. Which now that I've read more, heaps of people are doing that now, like hot and cold therapy. So I should have just done it, but I'm like hyperventilating in there, and then I just set it back down to standard and just sat in there. I'm like, I'm a bitch.
The biggest thing I was worried about is like, are there cameras in here?
I was worried about that as well because she's like, just get down to your jocks. She's like, there is a towel if you want to get completely naked, and I'm like,
Why do I need a towel? Are you watching me?
yeah. I'm like,
So you
I'm
pay
sitting
extra
like
at the end, they give you a video.
You were like worried about floating in other people's stuff. I was like, did someone jizz in here?
She just shuts the door. I'm like, as she's shutting the door, I'm like, my towel's crunchy.
Is an infrared sauna just like a sauna with an infrared light?
It's the light that does it.
Yeah,
It's not like
it's-
hot rocks and steam.
And it's like a delayed. So as you go in,
Wait, do you get burnt from infrared? Or is that UV?
different kind of
nah, yeah, I think it like
Ultraviolet
cooks
burn.
you from the inside out, sort of thing.
Ultraviolet
It's
burn,
crazy
right?
hot.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't expecting because I do the sauna sometimes at like the gym, and that's just a fucking rock one, which is just as soon as you step in there, it's like a humid hot
Yeah.
heat. And then that's why I went so confident at that one because I was like, this isn't hot. And then all of a sudden, it just like from the inside out, just water just starts like gushing out of you. I'm like,
Yeah, it just get crazy hot.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's
should
super
try
cool.
it.
Like a lot of the like ones that people get at their houses, they're those
Yeah.
because then you don't have to maintain like a thing with hot
Yeah,
rocks.
exactly.
Is it just a bulb you can get? Well, not a bulb, but it'd be like
I was just gonna say the line in his room. You know, in bathrooms that have the heat lamp. He's like, I got one of those.
No, I think it's a little bit more
to your
technical.
house.
I think it's slightly more technical than a bulb.
that. Yeah, I thought so. Bulb was a bad choice of words. So,
I don't know what it
but
is.
can you buy like that setup?
You
Can I
can
go
buy
to
a
Bunnings?
sauna.
and
Yeah,
be
you
like,
can buy a sauna, and
buy
they're
a sauna.
surprisingly pretty cheap.
And they're pretty small. Like you'd fit one in here.
Yeah.
Because you don't need, you wouldn't need the heat proof if it's infrared.
It's you buy like the module. Like if you
Yeah.
bought a sauna, you'd like buy the sauna. So
I couldn't put the light in my bathroom.
no, like
What's the benefit?
like
It's the same as a normal sauna, right?
$80 for a single float. Yeah, I think Nikita got like a Father's Day deal or something where it was like cheaper.
So where's this at, City?
There's one in
It's all
Beenleigh.
over the place.
Yeah, they're in.
It's like a franchise thing.
So there's one in Beenleigh across the road from the marketplace. They're building one out at Yarrabilba now.
Crossover Marketplace in that new complex.
Yeah, the subway. Yeah, upstairs from the subway.
Oh, above like the X-ray joint.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
up there.
You get an infrared sauna for $2,000.
Done.
$2,000.
Let's go thirds.
Let's buy one. We'll put it right there.
Let's do the podcast in the sauna. Fuck that.
I'm pretty sure the sauna that Rogan has or had was an infrared sauna.
We could do like a podcast like the Hot Ones, but it's called the Hot Ones. We do it in a sauna and we crank it up for like 10 minutes.
It'd be terrible.
It would be.
And
It would.
And all the
of your shit
equipment would be.
break. It'd be such uninteresting. It's pretty hot in here. Hey?
Yeah.
Everyone's having bad
It's getting hot.
You boys sweating
Is it
yet?
standard? We should turn it up to max.
Yeah. Fuck.
Don't wear Nicolas Cage pants.
You would actually catch a lot.
Probably melt them.
Ugh.
How cool is it? Like if we had more space, I'd look at maybe.
So would I. Definitely in the last month or two, I've said to Nikita, this house is like starting to get too small for the four of us, especially with like Parker growing up. It's just like so tight to do everything.
Where are you going to move to?
Don't know.
Sunshine Coast?
Come with me. Come with me if you want to.
It's definitely a possibility because I could just have my granddad's house for free.
Just do it.
There's nothing at the sunny coast for me.
There's lots of shit up there.
It's everything that's here.
Not
but
really.
up there.
There's like
There's
two
no
stand-up
stand-up.
room. There's stand-up
Oh, you
room.
mean
Start your
like-
own room.
No.
Ooh, just build your own nightclub.
Nightclub.
Well, James has gone to shoot us to do stand-up.
Can someone turn down that doof?
I don't even know if shooters is the thing.
No, I like,
Shooters is a thing.
I like the sunny coast.
Yeah, oh, it's just peaceful up there. I'm going up there tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow. What are you doing up there?
Birthday party
Nice.
for a friend's kid.
I don't know what we're doing tomorrow.
Come with
I
me.
wanted
Going to
Yeah.
basketball court somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't know where.
Just own
Kids
some
just-
Oh,
basketball court.
Surely there's some kids I can watch.
Huh?
You
I told Jake
rock
a-
up with some ankle monitors on.
I told Jake a story the other day, and I'm like, how haven't I told this on the podcast yet?
I'm excited.
So, Nikita and I dated for the first time in grade 10, and we dated for like fucking like a week or two, but it was fucked because we were at school, so all my mates were like, we'd just be at lunch, my mates would be yelling across the playground like, Nikita, suck his dick or something like that. So it was just awkward. So we just broke up, and then
She wouldn't.
so then we like started dating again the end of grade 12. So, and she broke up with her other boyfriend so she could like start dating me. It was
Where's
this
he
big-
now? What's he doing now?
I don't want to talk about it because he's actually super successful.
Elon something.
You made it.
Anyway,
Sure.
so not that guy, but the ex before him, he was like, so they have been dating on and off again as well. Well, not still, but
It's like, wait.
imagine,
I was like,
imagine we're still at school. Anyway, so they were dating on and off all through high school as well. So were me and Nikita. So we were always like, blah, blah, blah at each other on MSN.
Tag.
Yeah, at MSN Messenger.
Yeah.
And then,
Stylish.
so like it was, I think I was in like grade 11 or something, and Nikita and I were like somewhat flirting again on Messenger and shit like that. So this guy randomly messages me on Messenger one night, and he's like blowing up at me deluxe, and he just wants to fight. He's like, fucking you and me, let's go. And one night I was with my mates and I was just over it, and I'm like, all right, fucking when and where? And I'm like, so I'm ready to fight this cunt. And I'm like I never really got into fights. There was a weird stigma as well at school about me that I knew how to fight because I was like the big guy, and I'm like, I'm not gonna like deny it.
I'm not gonna. Guys, I'm going to drama club now.
Yeah. Mum would never let me join drama.
That's gay, son.
Yeah. Anyway, so it all led, he gave me a time and place and stuff like that. So I rock up there by myself because he's the whole time he's like, one-on-one, you and me, let's go. I rock up to, it was like a Mount Warren basketball court. That's what triggered me.
Okay.
And this guy's standing on the basketball court with a basketball. And I'm like, hey, man, what's up? And he's like, you and me, one-on-one, let's go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like we're in some sort of 90s fucking sports movie.
High School Musical.
He wanted to verse me in one-on-one basketball. And I'm like,
You're like, I'm just gonna put my gloves away.
He's like getting ready. He's like ready to check you and just punched him in the face.
I should have.
I bet
This is
you.
weird.
I bet you like. You said yes, and he's like, "Fuck, he's called my bluff. How do I get out of this? I'm gonna bring a basketball."
One-on-one right
One-on-one.
now.
Oh, fuck.
So did you
Mano
play
y
basketball?
mano.
Wait,
I don't
did you,
even remember the ending of that story. It was just that,
You're like, that's
startled
gay.
me. I'll have to ask Nikita.
did you play basketball?
I don't think we did. I think it just ended. I was like, oh, like I thought you wanted to fight or something. And he was like, no,
I
it's
love you,
basketball.
man.
Yeah. And then it just ended.
Whoever wins gets the
That's
girl.
so awkward. Especially if you're like, wait, I'm gonna go fight this guy. Grab all his friends.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if like the end of the story was you beat him one-on-one, and then Nikita like runs over and like hangs off your arm, like he's mine.
But yeah, it's fucking awkward.
That's funny as.
One-on-one, let's go.
Can't say I've ever had like a fight.
Wait, that's 3-on-3. Let's go right now.
You've never had a fight?
Nah, I've been like beaten up, but I've never. I've never like participated in.
Never fought back.
Yeah, well that's it. I just roll up in a ball. I got rolled in Logan when I was like 20 something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you that.
Don't think so.
It was a good fucking podcast story. No, I was at a party, and there was like, it was a birthday party for everyone was. I think she was turning 18, and it was my mate's missus, and we're on like down near Drews Road in Logan, and we're all there, and we're all having drunk off our 3 drinks, and then some of our guys who were just known to fight everyone went up the road where there was like an adult party, and they were just like on everything, and there was a big punch up there. And then we sort of saw it all happening from the distance, and we all started just like running up to see what was going on. And the next minute, we sort of stopped and we're like, oh, fucking, it looks like chaos up there. And then the girls ran, like our girlfriends and shit, ran up there to like break it up. You know, what they think they're fucking. So they run up there and we're like, fuck. So we ran up too, like trying to get the girls out. Next minute, everyone's sprinting back past us. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm just like out of it drunk. Next minute, they had weapons and shit. Like, one dude had, what were they, fibro cutters, and he's just like swinging at cunts with them.
Jesus.
I was just sort of, I had my backpack on, and I was like the only one there. Everyone had sprinted.
It's just that guy.
And these guys are
from
walking.
freaking Brisbane that gets like fucked up.
I've never had a backpack at a party.
Oh, it was we were like staying over and shit.
Oh, right.
I had all my shit, my bag, wallet, and phone, and everything. And I realized I was the only one standing there from our side. And everyone had sprinted the other way towards the house, and they were just walking past me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And this one dude's like, better fucking run, cunt. And he had a trolley pole. I think it was a trolley pole. And then his mate had a baseball bat, and they were like sizing up against me. I was like, I've got nothing to do with what's happening right now. Anyway, so he smacks me in the side of the head with it.
Holy
and he like
shit.
smashed my eye, like big black eye and shit. And I like stumbled back, and then his mates hit me in the side of the knee with the baseball bat. And I'd
never known this.
I fell through like this colorbond fence, and then they just reefed my bag off me, and then the girls ran up and like broke it up so that they got them off, and they just kept going. So I was just like, what the fuck's happening?
Next time you tell this story, leave that part out of it.
They saved me, man. Anyway, so after they saved me, I was like, what's going on? And they sort of helped me back because I like fucked my knee.
Yeah.
And like just bruised it and shit, didn't break or anything. And like
Imagine if you
my
got hit in the
eyes
knee
all
now,
swelled
you're
up and
fucked.
shit. I'm like, what's going on? So they dragged me back, and then I was just like, where's my bag? And I was like full super angry after that. I'm like, I'm going to fucking boot someone up. And I'm drunk as, and I'm like limping up the road, like towards the house. And I could see like the fucking bats and shit all over the road. I'm like, picked one of them up. And the next minute, my girlfriend's dad fucking walked around the corner. He's like, fucking put it down, get back to the road. Anyway, it had all broken up and cops had gotten there by then.
Yeah, right.
And like,
This is the next day.
Here I am like, oh, the weapons are just right here. It's like fucking Mortal Kombat. You just pick it up. Anyway, so my bag's gone and shit. Lost my wallet and phone and everything. And apparently some of the girls that were like, they went up there after like the cops had broken it up, and they're near their house, and there's like this bag of white powder just chilling next to the fence.
Yeah.
And they picked it up and they're like, "What's this?" And then one of the neighbors who was out there, he's like, "Oh, I'll take that." And they told us this after the fact.
Yeah.
And then all my mates were like, "Are you fucking serious?" But yeah, and then
That's nuts.
that was the one time I got into a fight.
Never heard that story.
I feel like I've heard this story, but I can't remember.
I don't think I've heard that one.
I made all that up.
Oh, fuck.
No, I never really fought with anyone, really. I think it was the same as you. There were
I punched my mate in the ear once. It was in the library in grade 9.
Why?
just
Is
because
there any story behind it? Or?
He was like shadowboxing and he like skimmed my nose. I'm like, ow! And then I like did a side punch into his ear and I'm like, I'm sorry. And then he skitzed out at me. I was like,
The last year I played footy was under 18s, and we won the grand final somehow. But the whole year leading up to that, everyone, because we were all 18, just started going clubbing, just started like getting freedom of being an adult. But for whatever reason, everyone in the team, every game, just wanted to fight, and like I was just like somewhat no. It must have been the under 16s. So I won a grand final under 16s and under 18s. So under 16s because I was still at school. So they all wanted to fight and shit. And then, so I was used to that. But then I started playing rugby because I went to a gay private school and they played rugby union. So I was used to playing footy and then everyone starting to fight. And randomly in a scrum one day, we were packed down in a scrum and I was front row. And this kid on the other side picked up a handful of sand off the like dirt or sand, I don't remember, off the ground, and threw it in our eyes, like in the front row. So I've just like grabbed his jersey and I've just started like swinging, and I'm waiting.
punch my own team.
And I'm like, all his team's like got his back, and I'm like, where the fuck is everyone on my team? And they're all like 10 meters back, just watching me take on this whole team because they like didn't want to fight because it was like a private school. They're like, James is a psychopath. But like, but at like the rugby league games on the weekend, I was the one standing off like in the background because these guys were like pulling knives out of their footy socks and shit. And, like,
Yeah, Jesus,
crazy. Then after we won the grand final, they're like, we're all going to the tattoo shop to get 4207 on the inside of our lip. And I'm like,
cool.
"Oh, yeah, I'll meet you back at the clubhouse.
Mush out.
I was pretty close to getting it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm going to regret that.
no, it'll wear off.
It
It wears off
Yeah,
super quick.
It doesn't completely wear off though, does it? Just goes blurry and
Probably
black.
smudge.
Yeah, I think it just goes blurry and black.
Yeah, I don't know. One of my cousins got shit just because I thought it would be funny, and like it's pretty much gone now.
Oh, true.
I fucking cry if I bite my lip, let alone get one tattooed.
We should get lip tattoos.
Toads.
Nope. Fuck your teeth up too.
You don't have any, do you? Nah, sweet.
I was getting dressed today, and Josh walked into the room, and he's like, smiley face, and he's pointing to my ass. I'm like, that's right, I got a smiley face on my ass. I forgot about that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
hilarious.
Classic.
Sweet. All right, what do we reckon? Call it there?
Yeah. What's your sign off again?
I don't have
How
that.
did it go?
I don't have one this week.
You
I
started
haven't listened to any 90s music.
I forgot what it was.
I did the waterfall one.
Waterfall one.
I did the waterfall one, and then the week before I did Alanis Morissette. You guys like played along with that one.
Ah, okay.
You don't remember that?
I fully can't remember that. I remember don't.
I did the waterfall one. You started ripping on me, and then Ash told a story, and I was like, "Oh, it's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife." And then you all started playing along, and I'm like, "Yes, it's catching on." But I actually forgot to listen to a song today.
Terrible.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway,
Boom bop. Roll it.
fuck yeah, that'll do. All right, see you later.
Bye.